What's good, YouTube? It's Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, coming to y'all with another video. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Also, check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. If you want a t-shirt, you can message me on Facebook. I got different type of logos and images. You can get any color shirt, or you can change the logo on the shirt. Just message me on Facebook if you're interested. We're going to talk about Mitchell Robertson of the New York Knicks. This is an interesting guy, a guy that was drafted in the second round, but has a lot of potential that he can tap in, especially being a 20-year-old. He got the sky's the limit for this guy. But his athleticism is off the chart. His swift movement, his fast feet, just knowing where to be at on the court, and that's around the rim. You know he can't shoot. He can't shoot a three, but what he does do is roll hard and read what the defense is doing, whether that's making a cut, whether that's staying in the paint, whether that's just getting an offensive rebound. The guy is relentless and plays with a lot of effort, heart, and energy, and he just gets a lot of dump offs. You have to pay attention to him, especially because they have Burke, they have Frank Ntilikina, they have Emmanuel Mudiay that can slice up that paint, and that allows him to drop to the rim, whether in pick and roll or just slide into the rim. And he's so athletic that all you gotta do is like here, throw it up, and he will go get it. And you have to pay a lot of attention to Mitchell Robinson, unless he will burn you consistently, offensively. And just simple roles like this is going to tear it up in the NBA because he's going to play with better teammates, better scorers, and he can play with Porzingis that can go high and low. And then he just stays around that 15 and under and just goes up strong. He knows that here's the perfect example, just goes up strong. He's not worried about getting blocked. He's not worried about missing the shot. He just worried about scoring. And that's special for him. And he just goes up again. Just goes right up to the rim to finish. And they always tell you go straight up. Don't try to pump fake. Don't try to do all the bull. Just try to finish. And even with his offensive rebound, he gets the rebound. He goes up quick, explosive off both feet, can hang the ball high in the air where you can't block it. He goes up so quick you can't even reach in like that. You can't even really reach in because he's going up so fast. And I think that is important for a guy that's not a great free throw shooter or a great shooter in general, that if you're around that basket, you have to finish that play consistently, unless you're going to get a turnover or you're going to go to the free throw line, where you rather just get the easy deuce by finishing finish around that basket, whether it's a layup or a dunk or even an alley-oop. And I think he was able to accomplish that a lot in summer league. And this is just good hustle. Boxes out, that's a veteran move, and gets an offensive rebound and doesn't even get fouled. He gets the rebound and goes straight up and dunks it. And that was beautiful. And right here again, effort, energy, but he's finishing around the rim, not trying to think about it, not trying to do too much, just going up and finishing the play. His defense was exceptional. He really wanted to prove himself in summer league, and a lot of these plays are going to be even better when he plays with Porzingis. They can get a lot of blocks. They can cover a lot of space, and it's going to be tough to score on the Knicks. Kind of what we thought about AD and Nerlens Noel. We can possibly see that with Chris Tapps and Mitchell Robertson. He covers a lot of ground. He knows where to go. He knows where his defender is at, and he's not scared to go at you. If you go at him, he's looking to get that block and get the fast break. And when you have players like Frank Ntilikina and Mudiay, they can get out there and finish around the break. And he can run the break too. He can get a block and run up the court and finish the basket, or even get an offensive rebound. So he's dangerous. He might not be the best scorer. He may not be the most well-rounded center in the draft, but his heart and effort and energy is going to keep him on the court, and is going to keep giving him more minutes, because if you want to be a great defender, you have to want it. And these plays are just flat-out effort. Knowing the angle, knowing when to block it, even blocking threes, you don't really see that often from centers. But him being 7'1" and so athletic and so lanky, he can cover a lot of space, even if it's a jump shot. And that's amazing for his size and his age, to be able to rotate like that without fouling the defender, without even falling into him, but blocking the shot at his apex. And then he put a lot of effort and energy on steals, reading and reacting, forcing his teammates to pick up their dribble to make a pass, and just playing in the passing lane. Look at this. He gets stuck, he makes the pass, and he just goes up there and gobbles it up and gets another transition basket. And that's going to be fun, even with Tim Hardaway Jr. They're going to get out and get a lot of baskets because of the transition, and because of the defense that him and Porzingis can possibly cause together. And here again, he gets to steal. and gets out in transition, and is another easy basket for the New York Knicks. So now for my final thoughts on Mitchell Robertson. He's a guy with a lot of high motor, a lot of want, but he is still so raw. Talent wise, he does go for a lot of steals. He does go for a lot of blocks, but that can cause you to foul out or get in early foul trouble for trying to block everything in your path. And he got into that in summer league, and especially when you pair him with Porzingis, I think that's what a lot of people are starting to see, because Porzingis is a guy that can play the 4 or the 5 because his stretching ability, his ability to knock down the jumper, his ability to knock down the 3 makes him a perfect fit with Mitchell Robertson when they want to go big and they want to switch everything, because you have 2 athletic mobile bigs that can really cover a lot of ground, and on top of that get steals, but they can still play together offensively because of Porzingis' ability to shoot. Now Mitchell Robertson is a guy that's going to give you a lot of turnovers. He might give you a lot of fouls. He might make a lot of mistakes because he is still young. He is still developing. And on top of that, he hasn't played one game in the NBA. That's another thing. So it's going to take him a learning curve, learning players, learning how they're going to defend them, learning how they're going to prepare for him. And once he get used to it and he makes the proper adjustments, he should be fine. But right now, all he can really do is set you a screen and roll to the basket offensively. But like I said, he was able to show that very impressively in summer league, that even though he can't shoot the jumper, even though he's not a great free throw shooter, even though he can't shoot a 3, he still belongs to be in the NBA because he can just make the right plays. Whether it's just seeing help defense and rolling to the basket, whether it's setting the screen and diving straight to the basket for a lob, it just, the simple things matter most. They always tell you that in life, that just setting the screen just creates a shot for another teammate. Whether it's you setting a screen so they can go under for a 3, whether it's them going over so they can get to the basket, or dump it off to you, or kick it out to Porzingis. Just making the simple, easy plays get you on the court. And not only that, wanting to be a defender, wanting to make an impact. You know, he was limited, but he was able to find out ways to be effective. And he had one of the best summer leagues in the NBA this year. And he was a guy that nobody really knew what to expect. They didn't really know what they was going to get out of him. And he just went out there and played his heart out. He went out there and gave it every single inch, every single thing he could do. He went out there and did it in summer league. He really earned a lot of respect. He gained some new fans, and he has the New York Knicks going crazy, because a lot of their fans have been bragging about him. You're starting to see a lot of videos about him surfacing on the internet. People are starting to notice him. I ain't saying he was unnoticed in college, but he earned a lot of new respect from a lot of people around the league and as fans, because he went out there, played hard, rotated, defended, got a lot of lobs. He was exciting to watch because he was always out there doing something, but he got that opportunity to show what he can do. He had the opportunity to show that he deserved playing time, that he can potentially start while Porzingis is out. So I think that, like I said, the opposite about Malik Monk, that Malik Monk didn't seem himself. He didn't seem like he was fighting for a contract, like he was fighting to be in the league. I didn't feel like Malik Monk gave it his all. And I can say the exact opposite for a guy like Mitchell Robertson. He wasn't the best player on the court. He wasn't the best player in summer league, but you couldn't tell by the way he was playing. And I loved it. It's good to watch a young player care about defense. It's good to see a young player care about getting blocks and getting stops and creating easy shots for his teammates because of transition. Now, he got some wings that can get out on a break and run with him if he get a block or a steal, or even Porzingis. You do have Tim Hardaway, like I said. You have Mario Hezonja. You have Kevin Knox. You have Moutier. You have Frank Ntilikina. You have some guys that can get out there on the break and get some lobs and some dunks for him, or he can do it for them. Now, I don't think he can handle the ball. He can't break down the defense. He's not going to give you no one-on-one. He can't post up. But that's fine. You are what you are at this point. Why not work to your strengths? And that's something that he was able to definitely do in summer league. I might can't do everything that these other centers like Aiden and Wendell Carter and Jaren Jackson, but I can go out there and do what I know I can do. I know my bread and butter right now, and that's just staying around the basket and finishing. I said the same thing about Giannis. Giannis was the best finisher in the league last year. He didn't take as many jumpers, he didn't take as many threes, but when he got a chance to go to that basket, he finished. And that's something that I can definitely say about Mitchell Robinson. Anytime he had a chance to roll, he rolled. Anytime he had a chance to dive, he was diving. And anytime somebody got a double team, anytime somebody didn't rotate, he was jumping right to that basket and finishing the play. And that's one thing I really wanted to focus on a lot is his finishing ability. He's not a great finisher, but he's smart. And I like the fact that he's going up strong because when you so limited like Mitchell Robinson, you have to make the best out of your opportunities. You have to score the easy points. You have to take advantage of the easy baskets because this guy might not get 35 to 40 minutes in the first 2 years probably because he got to earn his way up and he's still raw and still developing at this point of his career. But at the end of the day, he made the best out of his opportunities and he had fun out there, and it was very fun to watch this footage and watch him at summer league because I was at summer league, as you guys know. It was very fun, and he was a guy that I said, oh, he's a good player, that's a good pickup. But him playing like that in summer league, only hope that you can see him play like that in a regular season. If he's able to do that in the regular season, he can potentially be all rookie second team. I don't see why he couldn't, especially since Porzingis will be out for majority of the year because of the torn ACL. He's going to get about 25, 30 minutes possibly, or a little less than that, and he's going to have to make the best of that opportunity because if he goes out there and play like he played in summer league and give you a double-double his first year, which nobody really expected him to do even in summer league, I definitely think that will give him a lot of respect going into next year. As Porzingis come back, get his foot in, get back comfortable, and comes off the minute restriction, Mitchell Robinson can go out there and make a name for himself in that time before he come back, and that can really boost his name and boost his brand because he does play in New York. So this summer league was something that he needed. He took full advantage of the opportunity. He played his heart out, and he went out there and put on an absolute show. Now, like I said, Moutier is a guy that's not a great shooter, but Trey Burke is a guy that can shoot consistent enough to where he can shoot a three, he can shoot a stop and pop jumper, and that might be enough to give Mitchell Robinson some easy baskets. Because when they focus on stopping Trae Young or trapping or even trying to force Trae Young to shoot a jump, Trey Burke. Once he can knock down those elbow jumpers and those pull-up jumpers, it's going to open up more lanes for Mitchell Robinson. And like I said, one thing I like about him and Porzingis is not just defensively, offensively. Porzingis can throw lobs. If they pick and roll and he stops, he can stop for the jumper. If they don't want him stopping for that popping jumper, they can always lob it up, just like Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. And with the Clippers when they played together, that's going to create open opportunities for him too. Because while he's on the perimeter, somebody's going to have to watch Mitchell Robinson. Once the defense collapses or somebody helps, he's going to always be right there for the lob or the dunk. And that's why it's good to play with players that can shoot, like Tim Hardaway Jr. too. He's going to always be in that corner or at the top of the key. Same with Porzingis. He's going to be in that mid-range or at the top of the key and sometimes in the corner. As long as you have that floor spacing, as long as you have that ball moving, and as long as you continue to utilize the pick and roll, there's always going to be open opportunities for Mitchell Robinson. And another thing that I like that I showcased in the video that I wanted to talk about before I end the video is definitely his offensive rebounding. That's going to be something that's going to continue to keep him on the court too, is fighting, boxing out, and creating other opportunities for him and his teammates. He can always kick it out to Porzingis. He can always kick it out to Burke. He can always kick it out to Tim Hardaway Jr. Or he can always just do like he did in Summer League, get the rebound and get a dunk. Get the rebound and kick it out. Get the rebound and just, try to take care of the ball so you don't turn it over. And that's going to be something that he's going to have to work on, which is his flaws, not being able to handle the ball, not being able to hold on to the ball sometimes. And that's going to come with being the center. You're so big and you're so lanky, you're so tall that sometimes you're going to get stripped. And that's something that he's going to have to really polish up is when he's catching the balls, not turning it over, and not creating opportunities for your teammates, your opponent. So if he can figure it out about 21, well, 23, 24, 25, he should be a double-double every single season. He might be an all-star potentially because he does play in the East, and he does play with another all-star player in Kristaps Porzingis, and the team is continuing to develop, even if this team doesn't make the playoffs, which I don't think they will, especially because Porzingis is going to miss over half the year. That's another lottery pick that they can add to this team. And let's talk about Kevin Knox and him. Kevin Knox is a guy that's going to play the three, he can play the four, and he's a guy that can space out that floor. He can play with Burke, he can play with Hardaway, and he can play with Porzingis. This can be a very athletic front court with Kevin Knox at the three, Porzingis at the four, and Robertson at the five. Not only do it give you floor spacing, and not only do it give you shooting at the three-point line, it opens up the ability for more open lanes for Mitchell Robertson because they have to pay attention to the shooters, and they have to close out to the shooters, and they have to respect the shooters, opening up lanes for him to dive to the basket and open up lanes for him to make the pass, to kick it out. Even in the pick and roll, if they take away the lob, he can always swing the ball, kind of like what Rudy Gobert do, and that's something he's going to have to work on a lot, is his passing. Just getting the ball, rolling to the rim, making the right play, making the right read, and that's going to come with experience. That's going to come with you continuing to seeing the same defensive schemes that they're going to apply and just making a proper adjustment. Rolling to the basket. If you don't have it, swing it. If you don't have it, give it back to the point guard. Or if you don't have it, just take care of the ball so they don't steal you and throw it back out to the top of the key and, set another pick and roll or stay by the paint, and as soon as they rotate or as soon as they lob it up to, be ready to finish around that basket. And that's something he did excellent in summer league. He just need to work on his passing, work on his hands, and if he's able to catch the ball, make the right play, whether it's dunking, passing, or catching the lob, that's going to get him a lot of minutes, and that's going to get him some easy baskets, and you want to take advantage of that. And he did that in summer league, and I'm very impressed with him. But I'm not going to say superstar. I'm not going to say franchise player, but he can be a guy that can be a Clint Capella kind of, block shots, switch on to smaller defenders and make life hell for them. And you seen that a lot in summer league. They'll switch Mitchell Robertson, or he'll come over and help get a block, get a deflection, just by being long, lanky, and active. And his active hands has really helped him in summer league and in college, just going for the steal, rotating over, making the right block, or even closing out on a shooter. And you seen them get shots. He was blocking shots from the shooters by, they think it's going to be easy. They think it's going to be sweet. And he seen the ball get rotated over, and he came out there trying to close out and getting blocks because of his 7'1" body and that long wingspan. So I just feel like he's raw. He has a huge upside, and him just doing the simple things like rotating, him doing the simple things like helping out, and him doing the simple things like switching and containing point guards that want to beat him off the dribble and blocking their shots like he did in summer league and contesting their mid-range jumpers. Sometimes you're going to block them. Sometimes you're just going to have to contest with your length, and he can potentially be a defensive player of the year if he works hard enough. If he can play with that much energy, that much hustle, and that active like he did in summer league, and he perfects it and he polishes up and become a more smarter guy as an IQ, he can potentially be a defensive anchor. He was a defensive anchor in summer league, but he has to do it on the NBA level, and I think he can if he really wants to. This guy can be very special, and the Knicks should be happy because they got him in the second round. And this guy can potentially be a steal if he wants it enough. He can, the sky is the limit, and he playing with teammates that have talent. He has enough shooting on his roster in the starting lineup, I should say. And like I said, him, Knox, and Porzingis can be very scary on that perimeter and on the inside with their length, their size, and their athleticism to be able to cover a lot of space while also giving you three-point shooting, while also giving you a pick-and-roll threat, while also having shooters and on the perimeter like Hardaway and Burke, or even, you never know who they're going to draft next year. This team can be very dangerous. And this team just started getting built because Carmelo got traded last year. They making moves and going in the right direction. They just got to find that point guard of the franchise. So they have somebody that can run the offense and initiate the pick and roll. If they can find a guard that can shoot the three consistently, knock down mid-range consistently, this can be one of the tougher teams to guard because of that floor spacing that they have with Hardaway, Knox, and Porzingis on the front court and at the guard position. But if they can find a guard that can do that consistently, that pick and roll could be disgusting. The ball movement could be difficult because you can't help off nobody because they all can shoot and they all can put the ball on the floor. And then you always have Mitchell Robinson lurking in that paint, waiting for you to make one mistake, one wrong rotation, and he's gonna catch the ball, dunk it, catch the ball, get alive, and catch the ball and finish around the basket. It's beautiful basketball, and I love what I have seen from him in summer league. Let me know what you guys think about Mitchell Robinson. Is he overrated? Is he underrated? Is he a buzz? Do you think he, just didn't go against good enough competition, or do you think he made the best out of his opportunities, finishing at the rim, playing with his heart, going out there and trying to put on a show, while also going out there knowing that this could be a good thing for his brand? But not only that, a lot of people going to respect him for the way he played. But not only that, you know, this is going to earn him a lot of minutes if he can do that in the NBA. They're going to want him on the court if he can protect the rim, stay out of foul trouble, and then complete the simple things. He's going to earn a lot of minutes early in his career, and that's something that we got to give him credit for at the end of the day. If you want a t-shirt, check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description in the comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. But like I said, if you want a t-shirt, you can view them on my Facebook page. Message me. I can get it in any color logo, any color shirt, and I can put it together for you and get it shipped out to you. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis, I'm gone. And let me know what you guys think about Mitchell Robinson and the New York Knicks in the comment section below.